Well, welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about visas. Now, if you're just coming over a 2-3 week holiday, that won't concern you. It's more for people that come here long term like myself, retiring early, or maybe you're coming over 6 months or something. So with visas, when I came over here, I got a 1 month visa on arrival, stamped in, and then I was intending to change it over to a education visa. And with an education visa, there's about 5 different categories. You can be a masseur, you can do Muay Thai, kickboxing. I think there's a traditional arts one as well. And the most popular, I think, is the Thai language education visa. And with a Thai language education visa, you can sort of get long term, 6 months, 12 months. I've heard of some people doing 2 years, 3 years. And you know, you go to a college and do a couple of hours in the classes every day, about 3 times a week. All depends what deal you end up with. But the thing is, when I come over here, I thought I was going to be eligible for that, but there's a cut-off of 50 years old, so I can't do that. I can still, you know, enrol in some classes on my own, but I can't get a visa for it. So I arrive with 30-day visa. I've already been to immigration in Chiang Mai and got a 30-day extension. So everyone can do that. That gives you 60 days. Fly in the country with no visa and get 60 days. Then after that 60 days, you have to leave the country. And you can leave the country and re-enter on the same day, but you must leave the country. So there's 2 options. It's either flying out to another country, or you can do what's called a border run here. Get a local bus to the border from Chiang Mai. And do it that way. So I've got a few options I can do. So for me, my visa expires in 12 days time. My rent expires in 7 days time, and my motorcycle rental expires in 4 days time. So I've got to make sure everything's all good. Don't want to overstay a visa. It's not good in any country. So my first option, I can do a border run. Now there's visa agencies in Chiang Mai that'll do a border run with a minivan, all in one day. You start off about 7 in the morning. It's about 4.5 hours to the Laos border, and then you walk across the border bridge and get, you know, stamped into Laos, and then stamped back out and stamped back into Thailand, and that gives you your 30 days again. And then with the 30 days, then you can go to immigration in Thailand and extend for another 30 days and repeat. So that's a full day. That one leaves Chiang Mai at 7 in the morning, does the border, and comes back the same day and gets in about 6 p.m. at night. So that service cost 1900 baht for the bus, which is 90 New Zealand dollars, 45 British pounds. But you've also got 1800 baht for a visa on arrival for Laos, even though you're only going to be there for an hour. So that brings it up to $180 for the return trip for 1 day. $180 New Zealand, that's 90 British pounds. The other way, I can book my own bus and do it in 2 days and book a hotel near the border and come back. But that works out at the same as well, $180. Option 3, I had to look at flights to different places. Flying to Hanoi in Vietnam from here looks like about $300 New Zealand return, 150 British pounds, plus hotel costs, and you know, if you want to stay there a few days or whatever. So yeah, so that's $300. which is $200 US. And but yeah, I mean, I've been to Hanoi twice. I'd be happy to go back again, but you know, I'm looking for a cheap option to do this. Option 4 is to ride my own bike rental and ride over to the border myself, and which you could do in one day, probably about five hours riding, I think. But I could integrate that into do the My Song loop, I think it is. So go through Chiang Rai and My Sop or something it's called, and do a big loop. It's quite popular up in the hills, which I'm sort of leaning on at the moment. Haven't made a decision yet, but I did want to do that loop up North Thailand, so that could be an option. But then, do I book my accommodation here for another month and leave most of my luggage here and just travel light and take a 1 week trip? So that means I'll be paying double rent. But the good thing is, where I'm staying is here is cheap anyway. It's 2,900 baht a month. That works out to $6 New Zealand a day, three British pounds. So I could do another month's rental here and leave most of my baggage and my laptop and all that sort of stuff here. Or if I really want to cut costs, not renew my rent and carry all my gear on my little 125 scooter. Yeah, and just to add on to that, the visas, the other option, of course, if you're over 50, is to go for the retirement visa. But it takes a level of commitment to get a retirement visa. It only costs 1,900 baht for the whole year. I think maybe you've got to report to immigration every 90 days, but you know, that's not too bad. But the commitment part is that you need to put 800,000 Thai baht into a Thai bank. So you need to open up a Thai bank account, which you can do. Some people have trouble doing that, and other people find it easy. But 800,000 baht, I think it's about 33,000 New Zealand dollars, so 17,000 British pounds, 22,000 US dollars. So yeah, a bit of a commitment, and you've got to leave that money in the Thai bank account. Well, it's got to be in there 3 months before your yearly retirement visa renewal comes around. And the Thai banks aren't paying any interest, so it's less than 1%, so it's just dead money sitting in a Thai bank. But that's what you got to do if you want to get a retirement visa. So I'm not ready to make that commitment yet. Maybe in a year's time I will. But you know, I don't really know what my plans are, whether I'm going to stay here or move to another country or what. I could see Thailand being my base for many years, but we'll see what happens. I really don't know. So yeah, if you're over 50, it's either retirement visa with 800,000 baht, or you've got to do you're allowed 2 border runs a year, 2. So that'll give you, with your 30-day extension that you can get on that 30-day entry visa, so that'll give you 4 months, and then you'll have to fly out of the country, and then it gets reset, and then once back in the country you can do another 30-day extension, and then you know, and so you go on, and it's because the Thai government wants you on the correct visa. So if you do 2 border runs a year, and then I think you can fly in and out unlimited amount of times a year, but if they see that you know, over 6, 8, 10 months that hey, hang on a minute, you're actually living in Thailand, aren't you? Well, you're on the wrong visa, you're over 50, you need to be on a retirement visa or leave the country. So yeah, fun and games with visas. Hi guys. So I'm going to pop around the corner and have a look at another condo that I've noticed at. Looks quite cheap. Don't know what it's like inside, but we'll go and have a look. Alright, so they're just up here. They were advertised for $2,900, but $2,900 a month, but another sign down there says $3,900, so we'll see what they say. Hi there. Just want to see, have you got rooms for rent here, or? I go in? Oh, looks like no one's here. Just a person. No one here. Do you know when the office is open? When is office open? When is the office open? Down there? Ah, thank you. Thank you. So down this office, so there's two of them. And you see, it's got 2.9. And through there, that's the that canal walkway that I went to. So we'll see what they say. Hello. Cab. Swaddy Cab. Just want to say, do you have rooms to rent for a month?
No.
You don't?
Yes.
All full?
Start for 6 months to 1 year.
6 months to 1 year.
Yeah.
Ah. And how much are they?
Per month is 8,000 baht.
8,000 baht.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and that's the issue with a lot of the condominiums. They want a 12-month contract or a 6-month contract, which I'm not prepared to do at this stage. So so that's 8,000 a month. But yeah, they've got their own balconies and yeah, so 8,000 a month. Still cheap, but yeah. Okay, that was worth looking at anyway.